The role of each member group. Nur Alia Husna, find suitable law about the case and submit the final assignment. Ana Nada Lestari, explaining the application for the case and upload video presentation on YouTube. Nur Hakimah, make issues about the case and compile the final assignment. Wan Wajihah Ayuni, explaining the facts about the issues and edit slide presentation. Nurul Husna, make a conclusion about the problem question, preparing a slide presentation, and describe the role of each group members.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Wan Wajihah Ayuni binti Wan Sanazi, S68692. So today I will be presenting the facts of this case. Okay, firstly, Linda, a factory operator, faces multiple personal tragedies, which are her husband's unexpected death and her child's severe illness, resulting in paralysis and mental impairment. Linda struggles with astronomical medical bills that strain her modest income, leaving her in dire financial circumstances. Mahmud, a successful businessman and Linda's longtime friend, is known for his financial expertise. Linda has historically relied on Mahmud's financial advice, particularly concerning investment portfolios to secure her family's future. Linda owns a piece of land inherited from her mother, which holds both sentimental value and potential monetary value due to its location in a developing area. Mahmud, aware of Linda's urgent financial needs, offers to purchase the land for 300,000 ringgit Malaysia. Linda accepts Mahmud's offer without much deliberation due to her pressing circumstances. The transaction is formalized through a legally binding writing contract. Subsequent investigation by real estate experts reveals that the market value of the land is 600,000 ringgit Malaysia, double Mahmud's offer.
Hi, my name is Nur Hakimah binti Hamzah. My matric number SCA013. The issue for the case is, does Linda Venerable statement Mahmud explored her to purchase the land at a price significantly below its market value? Is the contract between Linda and Mahmud valid and enforceable, or rescinded on ground of under-efficiency, misrepresentation, or unconscionability?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Alia Husna binti Muhammad Salahuddin and my matrix number is S66596. The first contract is Section 16(2) of the Contract Act 1950, stated that describe a person is considered to be in position to dominate the will of others. The second one is Section 20 of the Contract Act 1950, shows that when consent to an agreement is caused by undue influence, the agreement itself is voidable at the option of the party whose consent was caused. And the third one is Section 16B of the Contract Act, stated that nothing in this subsection shall be affect Section 11 of the Evidence Act 1950. And the last one, according to the Section 2H under the Contract Act 1950, the contract will be valid and legally binding agreement between two parties. Next, the definition of undue influence. In Section 16, under the Contract Act 1950, when the relationship between the parties are such that one party can control the other's party, wills and takes advantage of that position to gain an unfair advantage over the other parties, the contract is said to have been induced by undue influence. This covers the following situations. The first situation is when one party has actual or perceived power over the other party, and the second situation is happen when one party has a fiduciary connection with the other party. And the next one, under Section 16(1) of the Contract Act 1950, describe that a contract is said to be induced by undue influence. And the last one, according to Section 16(3) in A of the Contract Act 1950, a person who is in a position to dominate someone else. Next, for the case law, Datuk Jaginder Singh versus Ors Utara Rajaratnam. A land mower in Johor Bahru was cheated by advocates, solicitors and 3 others. Next, the next case, Rosli Darus versus Mansoor Haji Saad and Anwar. Rosli lost his adoptive father at 11 and lived with his adoptive mother's brother, Mansoor, providing shelter, clothing, and food. And the next case is Inch Noria versus Shaikh Ali bin Omar. An elderly auntie's donation deed was drafted and attested by 2 solicitors, but the attorney failed to prove it represented her assets or suggested a will. And for the next case is Salwas Hanim versus Haji Abdullah. This concerned a legal issue regarding an agreement to hand over property to a defendant due to improper influence.
Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera. My name is Anna Nada Lestari binti Muhazmi and my matric number is S66187. So the first application is Mahmud gave Linda false information about the land actual value and it is called misrepresentation. Making a misleading statement of fact to persuade someone else to sign a contract is known as misrepresentation. Mahmud offered to purchase Linda's land for 300,000 K, which is significantly below its market value, which is 600 K ringgit. So the second application is undue influence. Mahmud is Linda's longtime friend and financial advisor. Thus, he has a few influencers over her. Mahmud's advice and proposal about the sale of Linda's land could be viewed as undue influence. This is because it given her sensitive position, because she had personal tragedies and financial hardship. Undue influence includes where a party holds real or apparent authority over the other. The last application is about unconscionable conduct. This is involved exploiting another party's lack of understanding for personal gain. Linda can argue that the contract is unethical since Mahmud take her for granted of her difficult situation and lack of market value knowledge. The example of cases law is Rosli Darus versus Mansoor Haji Saad and Anwar. Thank you.
My name is Nurul Husna binti Maliki and my matric number is S66098. Conclusion. Mahmud has taken advantage of Linda's financial problems by making an offer to buy a land at a price at RM300,000. However, Linda believed that the agreement was unfair after learning that her land might have been sold for a higher value, so she wants to withdraw her agreement. According to Section 16, undue influence, Mahmud has used his position as a financial advisor to influence Linda, so the contract cannot be cancelled. According to Section 2 Contract Act 1950, where the contract will be valid and legally binding agreement between 2 parties. Linda agreed to the offer made by Mahmud and made an agreement in writing. Therefore, this proved that the contract is binding.